Hello everyone! We are RiggyRob Pimmsy.
Hello!
And we are here and we are ready to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. And as you can see on the screen, we just finished off Return of the Obra Dinn today.
Nearly knocked a wine glass over, but it didn't.
Good. So Pimmsy, did you ever play Final Fantasy VII?
Is that the one we played?
No, we played Final Fantasy 15.
Then
And
is this one with Cloud in it?
This is the one with Cloud in. This is the big one.
I know Cloud.
This is the one that everyone likes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never played this. I didn't really get on with the other game that much, but we were playing so many other games.
We were playing it in a weird way as well. Like, I think if we were to go back and stream FF15, I think you'd probably enjoy it a bit more, because you'd be able to spend a lot more time doing all your side quests, you know, exploring all the towns and everything.
Yeah,
and
you were getting Raju with
I know. We can go back to FF15 at some point if you want. But this is Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I don't want to invert,
keep it as default. Yeah, you don't want to.
Default. Easy or classic?
I think normal.
What's that?
Player controlled. Oh, that's weird. Classic is recommended if you want to focus on using commands in battle. Oh, so it used to be in Final Fantasy VII they had the active time system where you wait until your turn appears and then you pick actions from a menu. Whereas this remake is more action oriented, so you can press square and X and triangle and circle to do like actions, as it were.
So what should
I don't know, honestly. I mean, you could try on easy or classic. It depends on how difficult you think you'd find it controlling a character as well as picking actions from the menu.
Well, that's what I do in Xenoblade.
That's what you do in Xenoblade?
Isn't it?
Well then, do you want to put it on normal?
Oh, I don't know.
Wasn't expecting this to be an option, to be honest. Because I've seen gameplay.
Classic. I'll do classic.
Classic. So they'll do actions automatically for you.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people were excited to be able to be like, oh, I'm playing Cloud in this, you know, gorgeous game. I get to control his actions and everything. And yeah, so here we go. So do you know who this is?
No.
This is Aerith, or Aerith. There's a lot of controversy about how her name is pronounced. Famously, the Final Fantasy VII localization for the original game, not very good.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And we can hear the classic music as well. Oh,
well,
great.
we would if you shut up. I'm sorry, it's me.
Yeah, I'm glad you took that back.
This is beautiful.
Well, yeah, Final Fantasy 15 looks great as well. But this looks even better. No! Why would you do this? I quite enjoyed the red telephone box in the background. Product of the 90s.
Oh yeah. There's still red telephone boxes around.
I know, but they're barely used
for prostitutes.
Oh yeah.
Expecting Batman's would be.
Mm-hmm. And this is Midgar. Waiting for the logo.
Roll credits.
Mm-hmm. There! Yeah! And it goes straight into it. Good. So this is basically like the first hour of the game, I'm assuming.
Video.
No, the demo itself. But you can see they've added a lot more flair to this than it would have been on the PlayStation 1. These guys look a lot better than they used to.
That's
got cool helmets. Yeah.
Join the Empire.
Wow. Gut kick.
And died from a gut kick. Oh, he's freaking huge.
Mm-hmm.
What a beast.
He's got a good front.
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Some ways, yeah. Alright, you ready?
Nope.
What do you mean no?
I'm not ready.
You picked the wrong time to do that. We literally just watched a cutscene of the opening.
I was
of
invested in it.
You weren't invested in it.
I was.
You don't know what this is. So the reason why this is a big deal for everyone is because this is the game.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's kill. Right.
This is the game people wanted to have on the Nintendo, Super Nintendo
only button
Entertainment
I can
System.
choose. Okay. Ooh. Was that just resuming? Right. Okay.
Yeah, you don't. I don't think you will get options at all.
What do these do? So I've literally just okay. I've got a hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can do.
Yeah. Don't you think you'll even have a jump at this point?
Oh, I can hit these.
Yes. Basically, this thing is a big deal because this is why PlayStation became a household name for people. You know. So
Really? Because it became a household name because of.
This was
Spyro.
basically the first game that was like a big 3D RPG representation that was what people really wanted to be into. So here we go. So square to attack with Cloud Sword. You can hold it to hit multiple enemies nearby.
Finish him.
Don't know what that is.
Oh.
So when it's set to classic, they'll engage enemies automatically. With this mode active, you can simply wait until the ATB is filled and press X. You can always control the player-controlled character. Battle difficulty is the same as easy.
Okay.
So there's multiple pages. Okay, so that's the second page. Cool.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so.
So you'll notice this is quite different to FF15 already.
Yeah. Okay.
That was
oh,
a
shit.
very quick
Shit.
fight.
I just mashed and it said spell. Spells? I. Okay. Oh, so X is command menu, not.
Mhm.
Okay. So what's. That hurt when you.
When I what? Yeah, I thought so. But anyway, I get your point. But yeah, this is kind of a big deal.
Hands where I can see them.
Have fun.
That's fun.
So basically, they're just letting you
So
deal
what
with these
happens
guys.
if I press triangle?
So the ATB gauge fills as time passes, and by attacking with square, once a bar is full, you can perform special actions. Charges can be used immediately or saved. Try attacking the enemy to fill the gauge.
What's the ATB?
Active Time Battle, I
Oh,
think is
okay.
the acronym.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
So you're in Punisher mode, and then you can switch to Operator mode, it seems like.
Okay.
You can expend ATB gauge charges to perform battle commands such as using abilities, magic, or items. Press X and try using one of the commands.
Well, I can't.
Enough of
Because
this.
we're dead already.
There's nobody to hit. I just stand. Oh,
When not in battle, you can check the map, open menus, press options to open the main menu, and press the touchpad to access the map and check your various objectives.
okay.
When the blue arrows appear, it means your character will automatically jump, crouch, or perform whatever other action is required.
Okay. Right, so that was.
So you can view
Right,
inventory, character stats, and more.
Buy it!
Well, they've got to put that in, I'm sure. Otherwise, yeah. Okay, so you get your interesting, like,
Brave.
combat abilities,
But
braver.
I can't do that anyway. Oh no, yeah. I can.
L1
Wait,
and
can I?
circle is potion, so you can heal yourself. And then braver is an attack. Your limit break is cross slash, of course. Oh, you can actually set different things. Oh yeah, cool.
Oh, hey,
So you
that's
set
pretty
L1
cool.
and X as
So
fire,
L1. Hold down L1 to
and
do
press
special
X to do
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, cool. I like that. All right. Cool. So spells. Obviously, I only have.
You've only got fire. You've got 4 MP. So
What
you've got
HP
potions.
am I on?
1002.
Okay.
So I think you're fine. And of course, you've got the Buster Sword and bronze bangle. The Buster Sword is iconic because people like Final Fantasy VII so much. I'm sure the demo will tell us some more systems and tutorials as we go.
And this was done.
So you can check your current scenario objective and view the lay of the land. Oh, you get to show relative to current position as well. Interesting.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Probably not. So Square Enix will have spent a lot of time trying to render environments very, very realistically, because people have very high expectations for this game. And you know that games never really last or never really match up to your expectations of them when nostalgia is involved.
Yeah. Oh. Flash. Hop.
Drop the weapon!
Drop this massive sword that you can barely
this.
hold.
Yeah, what he said.
Why are you just letting people run past? That's stupid.
Well, clearly they're focusing on you. So you press R1 to guard or circle to evade. Successful guard reduces the amount of damage suffered and also charges ATB gauge.
You're coming with us.
Can't get surrounded.
So you could play this like Dark Souls if you wanted to, just by rolling around all the enemies.
Oh, that's wrong.
So that's your main menu system that you can choose to do spells and
What was
abilities.
the other one?
What are you trying to do?
What,
R1 is the guard.
R1, that's like that.
Try harder.
Yeah, so you're blocking stuff there.
Whatever.
Do you want to try your command shortcuts or?
Yeah.
So you can do spells, you can do... Braver is a big attack.
Ooh, cool. Ooh, shit.
How'd you work?
Try to target.
So the camera with the right stick, or do you think there might be a lock-on system?
There's not a lot.
There could be. It might not be on classic mode though.
Shoot me, bitch!
Oh, click the right stick and you'll lock on. That's what it is. See?
Ah, right, okay.
I'm waiting.
So,
Try this.
ooh, nice.
Nothing to it.
Cool.
And that didn't cost you any MP either.
Did the other one?
The Braver didn't know. But I can see that when you look for potions, it'll say how many potions you've got left, and when you try and use fire, it'll say how much MP you've got. So.
How much health do I have?
Again, probably still in the thousands. Use triangle to open chests and doors. If you see the word hold, then you need to hold down triangle rather than just pressing it. Do you remember in Final Fantasy 15 when you tried to talk to people, but you ended up jumping all the time instead?
Yeah.
That's why they changed it to be like, you need to hold it to talk to someone. Because that happened to everyone. I don't know why they put jump and talk on the same button. It's just ridiculous. Ooh, chests. Grenades, alright. I don't remember grenades.
I never played this before,
Well, effectively, I can't remember playing this at all. I remember I've got the PC version on Steam, and I've played like the first 2 hours of it recently, but Final Fantasy VII was such a big game back in the 90s that I never actually ended up finishing it the first time
If
through.
you find boxes with the Shinra logo. Okay.
Square to smash them with sword, they may have useful items.
This one?
Looks like it. A Moogle medal! And you recovered MP with a Mako shard. Any more? Yeah, push it.
I can't. Ah. There we go. I couldn't move.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig.
He hasn't got the headband.
When it's done, we're
What
done.
headband?
They're all wearing pink headbands.
Oh, I guess they are kind of, yeah. Well, that's because he's from Soldier. He's not part of their group
Real
necessarily.
joy to look at, too.
So that locks on.
Yes, you can't kill these
People
people,
notice
funnily.
first.
Guess I'm
You'll
not on
keep
the
the
same page as people.
Right, Cloud?
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
No, because they're having a conversation themselves.
They've almost got the door.
Also, that guy is voiced by Badger from Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Sounded familiar, didn't it?
We're really doing it. Man, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Okay, yeah, I hear it now. Oh, Terminator. Oh.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge.
Imagine on his CV. Badger, Wedge.
You better be worth the money, Merc.
Made
Every
up
last
stuff.
gill.
He's got a varied career.
This is really boring.
More to the point, I'm kind of like surprised that he managed to get a gig for Final Fantasy VII. And there we go. Title shot.
Big famous actor.
Badger? I don't think so. Okay, so carry on then. You're trying to infiltrate the reactor.
Got a headache.
Oh dear. I'm sure the guys that you're infiltrating will have a headache soon enough as well.
I won't have a head.
You can press, click the right stick to lock onto a specific target,
okay.
and again to unlock. You can use the right stick or the right and left D-pad buttons to switch between multiple targets.
Get him, boy!
And you have to fight those doggos. So, you tried Punisher mode briefly. What does Punisher mode actually do?
Not actually.
Should we try it next time you get into a fight?
Yeah. Wait,
Good
are there
idea.
any more? Did I kill them all?
Yep, it was just a dude and his dog. And I think there's a chest on the left, maybe? Through there, then?
What?
No, left. Keep going. There.
Oh, I didn't realise I could go through that.
Well, you've got a huge, massive sword. You can
Yeah, I know that. but I
slash through
didn't-
pretty much everything.
Wait, so you want me to do that?
So Punisher mode, wow, nice.
Yeah, it does a lot more damage.
Cool.
Was never in doubt.
Is that it?
Guess so for now. Obviously, when Final Fantasy VII first came out, it was a random battle game, so I'm not sure how many times these guards and soldiers are all going to be popping out to fight you.
Not a clue.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
But I'm pretty sure they would have put in quite a few just to
Kill the
like,
boxes!
yeah,
Kill
here
them!
you go to try and test out all your abilities and so on.
Kill the boxes! Oh. Box!
No, not those boxes. They don't have the Shinra logo on them.
Fuck the box.
But the funny thing is that this game was actually supposed to come out this week, but it actually got delayed back to April. And I'm trying to figure out why that's the case, because for what, 4 to 6 weeks delay? I don't know what else they would be adding to
Coronavirus.
the game. No, it was they announced it way before coronavirus became a thing.
Oh.
And I don't think that would even matter really, because they would have done the production side and set up their... Actually, you know what? Maybe they have. That's a good question, actually.
Well, that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Could be wrong. Oh shit, they went.
Yep, they broke through the door.
Not so fast. We've got company.
You were just waiting just to tell me that? Punisher mode. I don't really see why we're not in Punisher mode. Maybe you can't defend.
That's a good point, yeah. Can you still use your abilities in Punisher mode, like fire and stuff? You haven't got ATB at this point, so you can't do anything then.
So, not clear.
Maybe you automatically come out of Punisher mode.
I can't defend.
You can't defend at all?
No, that's me defending.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's the difference. Punisher mode is just purely attack.
Not bad.
I should probably glue it somewhere.
I'm pretty sure you still got like 800 health. So, I think you're good.
Just don't want to die.
You're not gonna die.
Do you die forever if you die?
What do you mean?
Like, if you die, are you dead?
Well, for the purposes of this demo, if you as Cloud are brought to 0 HP, then you will probably have a game over, yes.
Oh.
But usually you're in a party of 3, and you've got 3 people, you know, to be able to be like, I'm going to use a Phoenix down on you or something.
Boom!
Oh, you missed. Try using fire.
X.
Oh no, you can't do it because you don't have ATB. Never mind. So I think they say, yeah, you need to... No, you have to come out of the L1 menu and then attack to build up your ATB.
It's over.
Oh, so you do need it for all of those
Was
then?
never in doubt.
Aha! What is it?
2 potions.
I've not used any yet.
No? I forget if potions heal you for 50 or 150. I suppose we'll find out at some point.
I guess we will. In here? This one?
Yep.
Pop boop.
So you've opened the door and you're going to run in the opposite direction.
Oh. I thought we were moving up.
No. Hey, Wedge.
I'll secure our escape route, okay? You go on and catch up with the others.
You're gonna die.
No, I'm pretty sure everyone makes it through this first mission, which is, you know, the start of the game, basically.
Ooh.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
I think Cloud's voice is fairly familiar too, but I can't think of where I've heard it before.
Adverts, probably.
No, the type of people doing voice acting for this type of game are like big name actors in the
Oh shit, I didn't know that was
video
gonna...
game community.
Oh, bollocks. I didn't know that was gonna...
Yeah, well,
I couldn't talk to anyone.
nope.
Oh, wait,
Ah! Now I can't go back.
it's over.
That's my line.
Gotta fight your way out. Switching modes. Every character has a unique ability you can activate with triangle. Cloud's mode shift ability, you can switch between his balanced operator mode and his attack-oriented punisher mode.
Well, we kind of figured
Figure that out, yeah.
He's alone.
Try it out.
In Punisher mode, Cloud moves more slowly, but Square unleashes a more powerful attack than usual. Every Cloud launches a counter blow every time he guards against an enemy's melee attack. Okay. That's a good benefit for defense in Punisher mode.
Can't guard against ranged.
Or magic. When you evade such attack, you will switch back to operator mode. So if you try like dodging with circle, then you switch back
Make it
off.
rain.
Yeah.
No holding enough.
Oh, I can't do it.
Yeah, you can do it now.
Well, it's too late. Okay.
Nothing to it.
But you're quite strong as well.
Well, no, this is on easy mode, remember?
Right, so I didn't even check. Oh, there's not actually anything. I couldn't talk to them though.
Yeah.
Fuck you, box.
So, because of the way this game's been remade, I'm not sure whether they would have like time limits for talking to people, because obviously in the original it would be just you get, you know, you talk to them by pressing X, but time won't pass.
Simmer down, hotshot.
So you might be able to talk to Jesse now.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there.
You're gonna go all Super Saiyan.
You wish.
Good boxes, we eat you. Ha! Another good box. We like good boxes.
Ooh, a Tuft of Phoenix down. So when you come into a party of 2 or more people, they can potentially use it to revive you.
Huh?
The Phoenix down can be used to revive you if you die.
I think I learned that in the last game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh look, that's the objective.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
Oh, okay. Push the fucking button, do the job!
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Ooh,
Ooh,
vibrating.
that's a good effect, that.
Tifa and I.
Yeah, you can tell Barrett really doesn't like Cloud. Well, there's a good reason for that, and it'll become apparent. But you are a member of Soldier as Cloud.
Means nothing.
I know. Basically, the enemy stormtrooper organization.
Ooh, Doctor clearly evil.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
Mm-hmm.
We
Oh,
are
Mr. Plum.
currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that
The
made
professor.
the attempt on your life.
Professor Plum and Doctor clearly
Rest
not evil.
assured, our inquiries will not take much longer. This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you?
Don't you, Pimmsy?
Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Well, you say that, but
Is it Mr. T?
yeah, Barrett is modelled after Mr. T, basically,
Okay.
in some ways.
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds.
Why would you knock yourself
Save
when
the
you've not
screaming
eaten
for later.
Snickers?
Our lives are on the line now.
I want to hear it. Can you?
Yeah.
Listening, Merc? One false move. And that happens.
No, he shot the
Well,
camera.
so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
The other thing is that the music of Final Fantasy VII is quite iconic as well, and I like the fact that it's quite subtle here, because it's not like overbearing in your ears. Hey, Barrett has joined the party. With 1 T. 3 specialize in ranged attacks. Holding down square releases a sustained burst of automatic fire when equipped with a ranged weapon. You can fire from safe locations and hit enemies that Cloud cannot reach with his sword.
His special ability is called Overcharge.
Yep.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the
So-
man with the gun go to work.
You're controlling Barrett now, and it seems like Cloud will just do whatever he wants to.
Oh, I did that already.
So press triangle while in control of Barrett to deliver a heavy-hitting attack that fills a large portion of his ATB gauge. Once unleashed, it takes a long time to recharge the attack. Pressing triangle, however, will speed up the process. Oh, I get it. So you have to kind of mash triangle to get the overcharge back. I see.
No, it's not at all. It's actually you just like do that.
Is
and
it
then
just a
you do
timing thing instead?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Hello. You can switch to different characters depending on the battle situation. You can stick with the same character and issue orders to party allies. Press up and down or left and right on the D-pad. Press L2 or R2 to issue commands to allies. So you can tell Cloud what he should do.
There.
Suck on this! Give them hell! Do your job, Bert! Shut up and move over.
Oh, they're using fire on you. Oh, nice.
That's that.
Cool. Almost like the warping ability in FF15.
Did we get them all?
Must have missed it.
Yep.
It was kind of like it, wasn't it? I like bounced over to them, I guess. I don't really know. I don't really know how it works. I prefer being Cloud.
Just simpler to understand. Hit
Just-
him with the sword.
Yeah. Down or up?
Good question. I think you have to go down.
So let's go up first.
I'm trying to like map this to my brain knowing the PS1 geometry. Yeah, that's the door you came through, so you have to go down. I don't think there'll be many like secrets in the demo. I'm sure people will be trying their absolute hardest to be cracking the full game from this demo, but I don't think that's how this works.
The laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
You can move around outside a battle quickly by holding R1 or R2 to dash, or you can press the left stick once to keep dashing until you stop moving. That's good. You don't have to keep like holding the button. That's nice. What are you doing? Did you really just walk right into the lasers?
No?
Literally after hearing what the thing you're supposed to do is.
Maybe.
I see.
I just wanted to run. Oh, fuck.
Pay more attention.
He's a natural.
Yeah, you're a natural.
Not really.
Not really, but whatever.
Oh!
Does it seem like it'd be weird to not have a jump button here?
Yeah, but Zelda doesn't have one, does it?
Nah, I guess. Howdy ho!
You're doing good, soldier. Just relax.
Yeah, I think they intended you to sprint through all three at the same time.
I tried to. You saw me die, right? It just didn't work.
Yeah.
It's all dead.
Just
What we got?
more potions. Very liberal with their potions.
Here they are.
They don't call those things
Okay, it's
sweepers for
tutorial,
nothing.
isn't it?
They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
Alright, so here's your first real test of a mini-boss. But of course, you're going to look for treasure first, aren't you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. In Cloud's sword, he's got a green gem. That should mean he's got fire materia already. I wonder if you'll find another one.
A what?
Materia. It's the items that let you cast spells. So in his sword, you can see a green one, and that'll be the one that lets him use
Well, I'm
fire.
assuming you can use lightning or something.
We can take
But I
this
think
up.
you'll have to find the materia
That hunk of
first.
junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic.
So Barrett can't do any ATB
Did you
actions
hear that?
yet.
It said you need to hit it with magic.
Well, it might be very resistant to physical attacks. So hitting enemies with certain attacks or dealing large amounts of damage will temporarily knock them off balance, and pressure will appear underneath their gauge. When this happens, pelt them with spells and abilities to quickly refill their stagger gauge under their life bar. Once it's full, you can stagger them. The gauge fills faster depending on the abilities and magic used, as well as the foes' vulnerabilities. Find the most effective attack to quickly finish off each enemy.
It's not moving.
Let's pin it down.
X.
Give it all you've got.
Fire! So yeah, that did a critical. Enemies who've been staggered are defenseless and take more damage. Use unique abilities on a staggered foe will quickly boost your ATB gauge. Boost your ATB gauge quickly so you can unleash more abilities and spells.
Now's our chance.
So where's the ATV?
So the ATB gauge is on the bottom right underneath your health bar. So
Oh, okay.
it says 690 cloud, and then there's two like sections to the ATB there.
What are you, 20-something?
First.
Oh, I did it.
Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
Well,
What the hell you talking about? I'm in your age, not your goddamn rank.
I don't want a challenge.
You'll get a challenge.
I feel so much.
Feels like Xenoblade.
It really does.
1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Live and let die.
Yeah,
Use a
you might
potion.
want to use a potion now. Oh, it's 350, not 150. Okay. Yeah, use them as much as you want then. You got 17 of them.
Ooh.
Whoop. All right.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
That is the bomb.
Let's get down there.
You got a lot of nostalgia regarding this game.
Well, the reason why I've got nostalgia for this is because of the music, and the music is so prevalent in everywhere else, because I'd never actually finished this game, I don't think.
Hurry it up.
Because this is a game that was split across 4 different discs on the PlayStation 1, and in fact, on the PlayStation 4, it's going to be split into 2.
What do you mean 4 different?
As in, the game was so big, they couldn't put it all in one CD, so they had to put it across 4. So it'll come to a point where you have to switch from disc 1 to disc 2, disc 3 to disc 4, disc, and you know, and so on. It's one of those things with the size of games now, where this is, I think, the full game will be 100 gigabytes big, and that obviously can't all be stored on one Blu-ray disc, so they're splitting it up into 2.
Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy.
But for the PlayStation 5, there might be the possibility that it'll be all on one disc. But that's another thing I'll come to.
What, is it not all on one disc now?
So, this is a remake of a game, but they're adding a lot of different content to it, like side quests and stuff like that. So they're doing a faithful remake, but they're also adding stuff to it. So this is actually the first part of the full game that was released on the PlayStation 1. So what they're doing with it is they're doing this bit, which is basically all to do with Midgar, which is the city that you're currently in. And you'll have lots of quests in there and so on. And then once you leave Midgar, people are predicting that will be the start of the second disc. Or in this case, it'll be Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2.
To the planet's core.
No. The pump would suck us back up.
So people who might not be fully informed on this might think, oh, the game that I used to play on PlayStation 1, the whole thing, I'm going to get to play on PlayStation 4. But that's actually not the case. Because what's going to happen is they're going to split it up into these, not episodic releases, but they're going to have delineations between each section of the game back from, you know, the 90s. What? It's not a snob. It's just it's a word. But basically, they're splitting it up, and I probably will say that we will get this when it's the full thing.
You can go faster down the ladder if you press R1.
Oh, good.
Let's do this.
Boss?
Maybe. No. You've got your objective to do, so this is where you're gonna, you know, set up a bomb.
I guess we've already done it then, because I'm the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds.
I don't get what Stamp is about.
Go on. Do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Ooh, Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
Then do the damn job.
So some people were worried that this game would get the personality of Cloud wrong, because Cloud is kind of moody and he's kind of an arsehole and he's kind of done with everything. But it seems like they've got it right.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
You want to set it to 20 minutes or 30 minutes?
That long enough for you?
Should be.
You double-crossing!
Heads up.
What in the hell?
So here's your boss.
Hey,
Alright.
how the hell do we fight this thing?
So
Reinforced armor plating, but the
this
internals
boss
can be overloaded. Lightning
was
magic.
the cause of many game over when people played the original, because the translation and the localization of it wasn't very good. There was a very common error where Barrett says attack while the tail is up, but you're actually not supposed to do that.
Oh shit.
So that caused people to have many game overs.
Oh, okay.
But obviously that won't happen here, so that's why I feel fine telling you
What the hell
about
is
it.
that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan,
How do you
genius?
change the camera?
You mean lock on or?
No, but how do you just turn it?
Bounce right off.
Nice try, dumbass.
So you're locked on
Frontal
currently,
assault's no good.
so if you click the right stick again, you might be able to move the camera freely. Yeah, there
Ah.
you go.
Damn it. No good.
Swing and a miss.
There's gotta be a weak point somewhere.
Then hurry the hell up.
So,
I'm trying, I can't currently move.
yeah.
What's going on?
What do you mean what's going on?
Bounce right off.
Move very fast.
Well, you were in Punisher mode, that's why. Now you're in Operator mode.
Let's do this.
So I think, remember you might be able to switch targets
Keep it
with
together.
moving the right stick left and right.
My time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
And you're pressure as well, nice.
Is that it?
So now,
So I think, yeah, its barrier's gone down now, so you can attack with Cloud and do more damage. Oh, is that fire again?
Yeah, I did that.
Huh. Seemed a bit less effective that time.
Yeah, but it wasn't stunned.
Nice. So taking damage and staggering enemies fills your limit gauge. When the gauge is full, you can use limit breaks, which are extremely powerful attacks. You do not need to spend ATB charges to use these attacks.
You're mine. Now you're in for it.
So when you have a chance, what's the command for limit break?
Oh shit.
Missiles!
Oh god. Oh!
Oh no.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh fuck. Whoop.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
huh? So what do we do?
Don't get hit.
Take
Take cover behind
cover!
that debris.
Take cover.
By what?
Behind the
this?
debris.
How? I don't understand.
You walk past the debris. But you got hit by the laser now, so it's fine.
Before it fires again.
So when you press X on the commands menu, does it give you an option to do limit break? Yes, there we go. So you can do a limit break now for cross slash.
You're out of luck.
Gotta heal up.
Nice. Very good, very good. Ooh. Almost there.
Oh, it's another mode.
Basically going crazy. Bringing the whole reactor down on you.
What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Gonna regenerate his health.
Way ahead of you, Merc.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot it.
Ooh, watch that missile though.
No holding back.
Ooh, nice.
I think it's actually better not to talk on.
Not to lock on.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I
that
think
was
the
wrong.
lock-on's just a way of making sure
fire.
you actually hit them. So, you seem to be doing fine now. Nice.
I got on with fire again.
You're now level 8.
Sweet. Oh, I defeated them.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Shit, the bomb!
30 minutes until I said 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say. In the original, it was 10,
Really?
and you didn't get an option to change it. So you had 10 minutes to escape, and you got caught up with random battles and
You
everything
hear
as well.
that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
So now you have 30 in-game minutes, 30 real-life minutes, I should say, to escape from the reactor. Well, I don't think that'll cause a problem, honestly. I'm surprised they gave you 20 and not just limited you to 10 again.
Do you think I should have not been a coward?
No, 20 to 30 minutes, they gave you the option, so, you know, it's fine that you did that. I wasn't expecting you to get the option at all, to be honest. It depends
Which
on
one
how
was
many...
the one? Is it that one? Right,
It
there.
depends on how many more,
there?
like, battles for people you're going to come across. And how long you spend to actually
Come
fight
on.
them.
Enough.
Oh, that's the other thing. I haven't heard the jingle of when you actually win a fight and level up yet.
Well, I did just level up.
I know, but I didn't pay attention to the jingle if it happened. No! Jesse!
Which way is she? She left.
I don't know.
You okay?
Yeah, she's
Yep.
here.
Do I look
Got right.
okay? Help a girl out, would you?
Oh, that's nice of them. They pause the timer for you.
My
Yes,
hero.
it's on cutscene.
Hey!
Well, again, in the
we'll
original
link up
game,
over
it
there.
didn't pause.
Look after Jesse!
I guess then it puts a real rush
Come
on
this
it.
way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably. I think
Oh,
I see an
nice.
exit. Come on.
That was a nice shot. Oh, yep, gotta break those chests.
Where did she go?
She jumped over the fire.
Can I do that?
I don't think you can do that now.
This way.
Oh no, she didn't. I think this is a good way of handling the original, like, interaction points from the original game, where they just basically they show you a glowing arrow of where to go, and then you do it. Because in the PlayStation 1, you had to kind of like find specific icons that corresponded to places where you could actually interact, and you did that with like pressing the select button,
Climb.
but you could also just turn it off as well.
Sorry, it's just it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Something's gonna. Oh no, that's Barrett. At the
Yeah,
back.
yeah, you're paying attention to Barrett now. Can't be hard climbing a ladder with only one hand.
Yes.
Can't be easy, I must say.
I never really thought about it before now.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I have two.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us a way out of here!
But then
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
Soldier Boy 2.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time for this shit! The clock's ticking!
Cool. 5 seconds is all we need.
Yeah, these fights are going fairly quickly, so Bats ain't got nothing to worry about.
Let's go. The others away.
Alright.
Gotta get the hell out of here.
I didn't hear the jingle there for winning the fight.
I
so-
did. It went ding.
No, there's a specific da 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 jingle. That's the original. So I was listening out for that.
Isn't that? Oh.
No, that's Final Fantasy VII. That's what I mean by
Why
the
do
music.
I know it then?
The music is so prevalent. That jingle is very famous.
Oh no. That one.
Fire, yeah.
No escape.
Nice.
You're
Cool.
done.
Now you're doing extra damage.
Sweet.
There you go.
You dead.
Loaded.
You
Oh, and his body stays on the overworld. Cool. Oh no, it fades away. Okay. But it's nice that you get to have a good look at it.
find like
More boxes. More boxes.
more. That one's fantastic.
I don't
Dark.
think it is, yeah.
I did that, didn't I?
I wonder if Square Enix will do any copyright infringement for the gameplay and the music. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, you know. They must have got an orchestra to do the music for the game.
I could have done that on my own.
Sure you could.
Bonk.
Heads up. We got a whole lot of company.
Where?
Shit.
I don't know. Coming to your location or further up the stairs, maybe?
I don't see any of them. Ooh, more boxes.
More boxes! So many more items. So they're basically saying you can be very liberal with your magic usage because you keep recovering MP with macro shards.
Ain't you a fight?
Ooh, is that a different style of enemy? I think
What?
so. Shock trooper. Also, he's very dodgy. Cool.
Now that was something else.
That was nothing.
It wasn't nothing, it was something. I feel like I should heal.
Well, how much HP have you got?
Um,
You're good. You got 924. You're only missing like 100.
Let's finish this.
So what you're doing now is kind of how the original game works, is where you just pick actions, choose the person you want to target at, and then it does them.
Don't overdo it.
But I like the active time battle system as a way of making turn-based action be a bit more, like, engaging, I guess it would be. But I think they've done very well to translate this to real-time action, where you can just, you know, attack enemies using square and
to be fair, I think
charge
I'm
your
getting the hang of it.
abilities.
I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'd say so as well.
I said that and got the button wrong. I had 20 more minutes on that.
I know, but it's, you know.
I did it in
cutscene.
10 minutes.
Yeah, you did.
Sir.
Send the drones!
He looks like Bradley from
Kinda, yeah. It's just the thick mustache and the dark hair.
I think it's just his general stature.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Cool tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Cloudus's head in the clouds.
Not meditating.
Oh, we're here. He's just not bothered at all, is he?
Well, Cloud has always been very aloof. And yeah, that's kind of who he is. And then in later games, he became more of like a moody teenager kind of thing almost, but people didn't really like that.
Lord, it's making me feel sick.
Mm-hmm.
Can you walk?
If I
Oh, I
couldn't,
didn't even see it.
believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Uh-oh. Anime.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Can we move
Alright,
it?
come on.
Please?
Man, this game looks great.
Yeah. Really detailed.
Mm-hmm. So I think that will be the end of the demo, or at least the playable portion of it, because I don't think you'll be able to do anything else after this.
Okay.
Well, it's skipping to things that happen after you do this.
Oh, so it's like a sneak peek.
Yeah, basically.
That's when I got the hang of it too.
Yeah. Well, that's what the demo's for. You know, you get a bit of a taste of it. You get to replay it as much as you want to kind of, you know, get a handle on the systems. You know, you get to see the environments here. Kind of entice you even further along. Yeah, what did you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good.
Mhm. You guess. I suppose for someone who doesn't have the nostalgia for Final Fantasy VII, this may not be the biggest thing in the world for you, but this was a very big thing when it was first announced at E3 2015?
Well, yeah, because everybody, like, bums it, but I'm not really that bothered by it. Like, I mean, I guess, yay, it's great that they're remaking games, because it's nice that we can, you know, it's not the game that I want remade.
I know, but they're not the company that would remake the game that you want.
I know, but
and
I'm being
your game is
honest.
dead.
Yeah, well, I'm more excited for Animal Crossing.
Well, I
to be
know,
honest. I
but-
don't want to lie to you and be like, wow, this looks really good. I mean, yeah, it was fun, but am I, like, excited for it? Meh.
Yeah.
I'd
okay.
play it if we had it, but, like,
Fair enough.
I just don't have that lust for the Final Fantasy franchise.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
always wanted to play it. I am meh about it.
Meh about Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there's plenty of franchises that I'm kind of like, oh, should I be into this? Should I know about this? And you're like, yeah,
It's
I
like
could
Smash
be.
Brothers. I'm a bit meh about
I know,
Smash
yeah,
Brothers.
that's a fairly big one for someone who plays lots of Nintendo games.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I don't want to have all these characters in the same place because I think it's stupid.
I do think it's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's a pretty good demo. Obviously, it's like basically the first like hour of the game. It's a good job of does a good job of enticing you to play a bit more, and you know, obviously you can do the demo as much as you want.
I
Try
mean,
it out on different difficulties
I
and
think it
so
hits
on.
the nostalgia more than it hits the awe.
Well, that's the thing.
Because to me, that didn't seem particularly interesting.
There are some games where you try and go back to them after playing them the first time. You're like, oh, this isn't actually as good as I thought it was. And then there's games that come out with remakes. You're like, oh, that's not as good as I imagined the game to be in my head.
Like Lara Croft games.
Yeah. But I think this
was
will
it
do a good job
Tom
of.
Clancy's The Division? Was that another one that was kind of a bit meh when you revisited it?
I don't know. I never played it.
Which one was the one that was like Lara Croft but male?
Lara Croft, but
Uncharted? No.
Uncharted.
Was it Uncharted?
Maybe. I don't know what you're referring to.
Never mind. Never mind.
What was I saying?
No idea.
Basically, some people. I don't think there will be many people that are disappointed with this as the Final Fantasy VII Remake. What they might be disappointed with is the fact that this is not the entire game that was on the PlayStation 1 on the PlayStation 4. And I think I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but for us to play this, I think we'll probably wait for the PlayStation 5 version, which will have all of it in one bundle, hopefully. But that could be 10 years from now. So, and yeah, that was just something I thought we should do because we finished off Return of the Obra Dinn fairly quickly. So I think Uncharted is the Lara Croft game. Okay,
maybe, I don't know.
Fair enough.
Anyway, so that's Final Fantasy demo. I guess we streamed something.
Well, I was going to say we could probably wrap it up for today.
Sure. It's quite early.
I know it's a bit early, but we started earlier anyway.
I guess.
But yeah, I think we'll probably.
What a strange streaming day.
I know. But yeah, it's just one of those things. When we look on the calendar, we can be like, right, what are we going to do next week? Because we've still got like 5 streams before Animal Crossing comes out.
Oh, it's so far away.
We could finish another game before then. Assuming it's like Return of the Obra Dinn.
Oh god, I really, really hope it's not bad.
It won't be bad. It won't be bad.
Such blue balls with it.
Trust me. But we will have some funny things to do about setting up the Switch that we're getting that's coming at the same time because obviously we've got accounts and digital purchases and stuff like that. So we've got to sort that out. But yep, I'm going to say we're going to leave that there for today, guys. So thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can follow us at twitch.tv/RiggyRob. You can also subscribe to us because we're Twitch affiliates. And when we reach 50 sub points, we'll be adding face counts to our streams. I think, what are we on? We're on 38. So not too much longer now. Yeah, we'll do that once we reach 50. We will make sure that our streams get uploaded to YouTube at some point. I'll make sure this Final Fantasy VII one goes up fairly early.
How many trophies you have for here?
For what?
Oh look, we almost got all the. What did we not get?
In Spyro? There's quite a few. There's like skill points and stuff. But if you go to youtube.com/RiggyRobPimmsyPlay, you should find our channel. Again, I think the YouTube algorithm doesn't necessarily show or advertise our channel, so if you could like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube videos, that would be very helpful. In fact, if you follow us on anything really, YouTube or Twitch or Twitter or Discord or whatever it is, every little bit of it helps. So it is really appreciated.
Am I too cheeky to go into this now, or do you want
no,
to finish?
you can go ahead.
Whilst we're just finishing up.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
fine.
it's just I want to do that. I want to do that achievement.
Underneath our Twitch stream, we have a schedule panel that has a countdown to our next stream. So that will be 10 AM on Sunday for Fire Emblem Cindered Shadows, and that'll be the end of that as well. So after that, I'll be moving on back to Wargroove Double Trouble. And we go live Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, 8 PM UK time on the weekdays, and 10 AM UK time on Sundays.
Not with me. That's Sunday.
Yes, that's Sunday.
Just with Ray.
So yeah, I'll have a think about what the next game for us to play before Animal Crossing New Horizon comes out is, and we'll play that on Monday.
Yeah, it'll probably be a short game.
Yep. All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.